Hey, brothers, sisters, all my kings, all my queens. It's your boy Mduduzi coming back to you with another video. All first time viewers, all returning subscribers. Shout out to y'all. I'm getting straight into it. You see the topic. You have to be willing to go through it. Brothers, queens, this is the realest advice I'm gonna give you and that I've seen, and this is what separates the haves from the have-nots, the people who have been able to accomplish, those who haven't, the disciplined people, and those who are not disciplined. You know, there's this quote I'm thinking of. It says, there's two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. It's truth, man. But yeah, where I'm coming from with this topic, right? You have to be willing to go through it. This past weekend started from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Guys, I've been the loneliest. But you know, one thing about it is I had to go through it, right? I'm willing, right? I had to go through it because I think back to my past. Normally, when I was lonely like that, it resorted to lean, weed, the sights, alcohol, or hanging around with brothers who are not for you, right? That's the truth. It's like if brothers don't check you, not even brothers, as well as sisters, right? If friends, they don't check you, they don't make sure you're good, and you always the one, putting in the effort, they're not for you. So I've realized, like, you know what, I had to go through the loneliness. I had to accept that, you know what, I have brothers, right? But as for this moment, I have to go through the loneliness. There's no other way around it. And why this topic is so important is the reason I am sober. I had to go through it. This is straight facts. Listen up. If you're struggling with alcohol, weed, and I'm currently fighting, the sites, I'm on semen retention now. You have to go through it. There's no other way. It's like, I remember talking to, I must say, this one sister, but we're not friends no more, right? And I was like, you know what? In order for you to cut off alcohol, you have to drop your friends. And she's like, but that's... then I'm going to have no friends because, her whole group drank, if I'm not wrong. The truth is, that is true, but you have to go through it. It's like, also, if I'm not wrong, someone close to me is struggling with alcohol, and, it's... since I've struggled with alcohol, I understand that it's hard. It's hard to go without it. But the only way is to go through it. It's the only way. It's like, no matter how much rehab you do, you're going to have to sit in the present tense and accept that, okay, my life going forward doesn't have alcohol. And this is a good thing, right? Because honestly, once you're able to do this, you end up cleansing yourself, right? Now I'm at a point where I don't need no alcohol. I don't need no weed. Before this, brothers and sisters, it was almost impossible. You heard, almost impossible to go without weed, to go without alcohol or lean, right? But yeah, it's like the truth is you have to go through it. It's like, also, my brothers, right? I got a couple brothers that smoke, and I know how it feels to be without a blunt and just that feeling, but there's no other way. You have to go through it and you have to come out victorious. Otherwise, you're gonna be addicted. It's like there is no other way. You guys, are you hearing me? There is no other way. For me, right, I've been on a journey of, forming friendships. A couple friends I thought I had, right? They didn't, it wasn't a 50-50. Like, I shouldn't be out here forcing a friendship. So the truth is, I've had to cut friends off. And I had to go through that loneliness. Like, it's better, guys. It's better to be alone than to be with people who are not for you. And the thing is, you won't be alone forever. I know that in future I'm going to be blessed with many brothers and sisters. You will see the evidence. But for now, I had to go through it. You're going to have to go through it with girls not liking you. All my brothers out there, all you kings. A lot of girls are not going to like you. Like, that's the reality. A lot of girls. No matter if you have money, that's the thing. But you have to use discernment, because girls can like you for your money and use you. But if you truly coming from a place of, are you really liking me for me, even though you have money and you're holding yourself to a standard, a lot of girls won't like you. I watched a video where the brother was saying the godly man is a threat because he knows his value. And that's 100%. Like, no ways I'm going to allow myself to get played. Come on. Like, I'm too old. I won't say I'm too old for that, but I'm too wise. Like, it makes, it's clear as day if you want to be my friend, if you're not, if you like me as a girl or if you don't. It's like, I'm not going to pursue you knowing well that you don't like me. Why would I do that to myself? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just straight stupid, right? Brothers, there's no other way. You're going to have to go through it, right? Many women are not going to like you. That's okay, though. When I look at it, I don't like many women, honestly. Nothing on them. It's just that they're not for me, right? So that's what I've also realized is like, I'm not their type. Let's move. Keep it moving. Continue trying, though, but like, yeah. Another thing is, in terms of, not having money, you're going to have to go through it. The discipline of saving money, the discipline of not being out, of not spending your money on, luxuries. You're going to have to go through it. That's the only way you make it to the other side. There is no other way. Like, whatever discipline, like I recently let go of energy drinks. I've been craving that energy drink. No cap, is addictive, but I have to go through it because when I look at myself, God didn't create me to be in bondage to anything, whether it be the websites, caffeine, alcohol, weed, whatever it is. I'm not in bondage to anything. In the name of Jesus, I've been set free by Him. So it's like, with everything, right? Friends who don't really take me as their friend. Just whatever, you're gonna have to go through it. Also, another example, right? Like, I'm someone who, and this is for car gods. I'm someone who, like, not to brag, but like, if I have money, I'll bless, I'll help out. But then I've seen that they start treating you a specific way just because they know you give money. If you didn't have money, they wouldn't treat me this way, right? So I have to go through it knowing the truth that, okay, I'm only in this position because I have money. Also, with certain girls, like, you're only being treated a certain way because you have money. There's another sister, right? This is my own speculation. She can come out, deny it. But there's a time where, like, first time meeting each other, I was in a suit. I had my polo slip-ons. So my boss, basically, like, he had sent me, right? And it looked like I was driving his car because he gave me the keys. He told me to do something, but it's not my car, right? But I could tell that from the way she had perceived me, she acted a certain way. Like, she was treating me like a certain way because she's like, damn, like, it looked like I had money. But in reality, it's like, I knew that, okay, it makes sense. And when she had found out that, okay, nah, he doesn't own this car, even though maybe I realized that, like, I saw the change, like, I saw it. So it's the truth. Like, I remember this one girl, right? I was driving my mom's car. Then she's like, oh, you have a car. I'm like, and I had a decision to make. I was like, do I say it's my car? Do I cap? Or do I say, nah, it's not? And yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna cap for her. Like, like, I understand why brothers cap, because it's like, it's easy access. I believe that. I was like, if I said that is my car, I could have went on to, taking her out, because next time I go out, I'm just gonna borrow the car, take her out. She's gonna think it's my car. I could have ended up even sleeping with her, no cap. Thing is, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. I was like, nah, this is my mom's car. Then she was like, oh, nah, it's okay. One day you own a car. But there was an automatic switch in the way she saw me. So you have to go through it, brothers. I believe even if we're born into wealth, you have to acquire your own wealth. So you're gonna have to go through it. And this world, I have a line in one of my bars. It says, they want to feed your flesh. This world, it offers many platters. Treat you different when you money. Damn, it really flatters. So yeah, they're gonna treat you a certain way if you have money, or they think you have money. You're gonna have to just go through it in all aspects. If you're trying to get your body into shape, going to the gym, that discipline, there is no way around it. And let me speak about this, right? The truth is, with gym, there is no one you can pay. There is, like, money can't buy you a great body. That's why, like, with gym, you have to go through it. Like, no matter how rich you are, you can't buy someone. You can't pay someone. You're going to have to gym, right? That's why it's one of the best disciplines. But yeah, you have to go through it, that pain. They're going to reject you in terms of job offers. Whatever, starting a business, you're going to get rejected. Girls, for all my queens, there's going to be guys who don't like you. There's going to be people who don't accept you, who hate you for no reason. The message, you're going to have to go through it. But trust that once you go through it, it's brighter on the other side. To speak for myself, now that I feel like I continually let go of people who I don't believe are for me, right? And every time I do this, I go through it, man. But I'm always glad I did it, right? Because why would I allow myself to be stuck in a situation like that? All the girls that I've gone for and who didn't like me, I continue to, I'm like, okay, she don't want me, move on. And I'm so glad, like, I'm not stuck on any girl trying to, like, pursue her when she doesn't want me. It only gets better on the other side. There was a point where I thought I'd never live without weed, right? The cravings were crazy. But I went through it. Now I am weed free, alcohol, lean. I'm currently on my semen retention journey, but I'm going to go through it. Then I'll never have to come back to the sites. Even though it's a battle we fight for the rest of our lives, it's only bright on the other side. I'm going to have to go through the discipline of accumulating wealth. But once I've accumulated it, it's only green pastures, right? I have to go through the discipline of seeking God. The word says if you seek God with all your heart, you will find him. So, like, I have to go through that, right? I have to go through that, denying myself, fasting, praying, just seeking God with all my heart, trying to live righteously. in no way am I going astray, right? In no way am I, like, I won't lie, like, guys, when it comes to sexual immorality, like, us guys, like, we have a sexual instinct. It's much higher than females. This is the hardest thing you're gonna go through. Like, trust, I'm going through it, right? And it's so hard not flirting with women, not lusting after women in your heart. It's the hardest thing, one of the hardest things you're gonna have to do, right? But it's only green pastures on the other side once you're living without that. Because women can tend to control you from that, right? They see that, oh, he's only after me sexually. Then they play this little game. So it's only greener pastures. Once you get your money, it's greener pastures. But guys, this message summed up, right? You're gonna have to go through it. If you took any goodness from this message, drop a like. Comment if you're trying to comment. Subscribe if you feel it. It's your boy, I'm out. Peace.